Welcome back. Well, the markets are almost testing that 19,500 odd mark, so we're at a very, very crucial juncture. I think the low of the day is 19,515. But another stock that's actually lower in trade is Astral. It's the next corporate on our radar. The quarter performance, in fact, came in line with what the street was working with. The volume growth in the piping segment was up close to around 28%. Mr. Savlani, the executive director and CFO of the company, joins us on the show. Hi, Mr. Savlani. Good morning, and thanks so much for joining in. In the last couple of times we have been chatting, you have been talking about your volume guidance of close to around 15%. But I recall you telling me at the end of quarter one, we could possibly revise it at the end of quarter two. At the half-year mark, do you want to revise that volume guidance number for the year? Because you have done very well in the first half.
Yeah, you are right. We have done excellent, better than what we have originally planned. So definitely volumes will be better only in the coming time. So even if we next half we do 12-13%, then also we will cross the 20% annualized number. So definitely we are increasing our guidance 20% plus in volume terms. And looking to the market situation, I think everything is in our favor. Construction activities are picking up. Even you see the polymers are at the bottom level. And because of that, the gap between the unorganized and organized prices have come down. I think everything is in our favor. Plus our East plant is operational. Now our Guwahati plant has also started functioning from this week. So everything is looking very, very lucrative to us. And because of that, we are confident that we can easily cross the 20% plus mark.
Okay, volumes will grow 20% plus in FY24, right, sir?
Yes.
And what about revenues? I think revenues, the number was 15% the last time we spoke for the full year, which you put out. Yeah.
Revenue depend on the polymer movement, but I think polymer is also looking now almost bottom out. From here on, we are not expecting that the prices will go further down from here. So if the polymer start going up, and normally we have seen in the past also, now the seasonal months are starting, and in seasonal month, normally the polymer price goes up. If the polymer price goes up from here, then definitely revenue will also be very, very excellent, I can say. And now the base effect of polymer is also done away because last year the polymer prices were very high in the first half. So now it has come down and we are moving into the second half. So that base effect will also go away. So from here on, the value will also be excellent.
So just getting back on that guidance, you've done 28% volumes in H1. If you have to do a 20% plus for the full year, in H2, the company needs to do 12 to 13%. So are you expecting H2 to be weaker than H1? Will H2 not be similar?
No, I am telling, even if we do 12, 13, then also we will cross the 20. So our guidance is more than 20.
Okay. But you could end up with closer to 25% plus, right? Is there any reason to believe?
Yeah, we will try our best to even reach that mark also.
Okay. Sir, I would say you say 20%. You do 25%.
No, I said minimum 20%. We will cross 20%. I have not said 20%. I said we'll cross 20%.
You want to give us the maximum number?
Because the reason I'm saying that is because you see, lots of companies we speak to, they guide lower and then beat. But you're calling it as you see it. So I appreciate that absolutely. But, the downside of that is that market keeps revising their estimates, expectations higher and higher. So then, that's the thing. But you're saying that you will do at least 20%, right? Volumes, FY24.
Exactly. And you see the history of Astral, we are a conservative company. We always guide low and try to deliver more. And that is what our history of last 15 years.
Okay.
So what about bathware segment? When do you break even? Will it happen in the second half of this year?
I think originally plan was that in the Q4 we should be break even. So we are trying on that direction. But right now, we are spending little more amount on little spending on the branding side also. So it may extend 1 or 2 quarters for the break even.
Okay, so maybe then bathware segment will break even in the first half of the next fiscal year.
Exactly. Definitely it will break even.
And you were doing revenues of around 5 crores per month. That number will go up, right? So how do you see that scaling up?
This quarter it was 6 crores per month.
6 crores. And how do you see that number scaling up from here for quarter 3 and quarter 4?
So I think continuously every quarter on quarter you will see in the next 6-7 quarter it will continuously go up because base is still negligible.
And at what level do you break even, in terms of monthly sales? You're doing 5, now you're doing 6. At what revenue level do you break even for bathware?
I think once we will be around 9 to 10 crore, we will be breaking.
Got it. All right, lovely. Also, let's focus on the other segment. That's the paints and the adhesives business. Now, that is the smaller part of your business, but that's doing well as well. And your margin has clocked closer around 10%. Could you tell us, how do you see revenue shaping up? Now you're close to around 400 crores on a quarterly basis. So how do you see that number move up? And margins, are they sustainable at 10%? Can they do better?
I think margins on EBITDA level, it is much higher. It is not 10%, it is 15.4%. So
we have got it, sir. EBIT margins is what I was talking about. EBITDA, as you're saying, will be better. Yes. Go ahead.
Okay. So I think it is a sustainable. On the contrary, we are expecting that it will further improve from here on, because most of the chemical prices have bottomed out. And from here on, we are expecting that the prices will start moving upward direction. And secondly, whatever the higher cost inventory was there in the system, that is also exhausted. So from here on, we are expecting little improvement into the margin, and growth run rate will also improve. Normally, second half betterment is always there. And we are expecting a good number from the UK also, because UK was little lower than our expectation in the first half. But second half, we have planned out in such a way that that geography will also give us a good number in the second half.
What's the progress, sir, on the capex? You have 3 ongoing projects. The Assam one, where piping will start by Q3, the Telangana facility with a capex of 100 crore, the Dahej adhesive facility. Could you give us an update? Is there any change in the timelines?
So like Dahej, we already started. So that is up and running. Secondly, Guwahati, our tank operation has already started. 5 we are expecting shortly to commence. So these 2 projects are already on. And our Telangana project is going on with full swing. So we are expecting that the second quarter of next year, Telangana will be also operational. And then after, we are expecting that our Kanpur project will also come maybe by end of the next year.
Could you give us some details about this Kanpur project?
So I think we have spent 30 crore rupees of land, and right now the construction activity we are going to start shortly, and we are putting up 60,000 metric ton plant over there.
Got it. So just one last question. I think you said that new businesses will eventually, you see it scaling up to about 1,500 crores over the next few years. With the, as you said, I mean, the break-even for one business perhaps has been brought forward. You expect break-even sooner. Any updated numbers there? Or, I mean, that was a slightly longer-term guidance, that 1,500 crore number.
Yes, so we have given the guidance for next 5 years. So keep little patient. We will definitely, we are confident that we will be able to deliver that number. And the kind of performance which we are seeing for all our new products, whether it is a water tank, whether it is a valve, whether it is a drain pro pipe, whether it is a silencio pipe, I think everything is working on track. And that is why you can see very healthy margin in spite of so much of volatility there in the polymer price. I think we are working on the highest margin in the industry. I think we are very well on track, and we are confident that we will be achieving the 1,500 crore mark what we have guided.
All right. Thank you very much. We leave it there, sir, and good luck. It's always a pleasure having you with us here and speaking with you on CNBC-TV18. Thank you. Well, that is the management of Astral with their numbers. Some down markets, so I guess Astral is taking a bit of hit as well. But no part of that conversation was there any indication of softness here, there, anything. I mean, as robust and as positive as ever commentary coming in from the management.